Today we're going to challenge your notions of being patient. And we'll do that by challenging and withstanding the pressure of time. What a fantastic way to explore and experience Kundalini Yoga. If this is your first time, welcome. We love having you here. And if you've been with us before, you know that Kundalini Yoga has answers to just about anything and everything, depending on what your heart needs to bring forward. Welcome, my name is Salima, yoga therapist, and practicing with me today is Vanessa. You've seen Vanessa before and we love having her back. So without further ado, come to an easy cross-legged position and start to turn your energy inward. This series is part of something we're calling expansion. So we worked on energy, we worked on patience, and here we're working with time. As you turn all of your awareness inwards, listen to the messages that are already coming through. Press your palms together at the center of your chest. Sit up tall and straight. Focus in between the eyebrows and slightly above. We begin our practice with a mantra. The mantra is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the teacher within. I call on my highest consciousness. Sit with a spine of steel and a heart of gold. With your eyes closed, imagine those millennial years of yogis who sat in consciousness, sat with a history to pass on, and be in that receptive mode now. Inhale very deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale and let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Sit for a moment and connect to yourself, to the lineage of yoga, to this divine gift that's been handed down generation after generation, so that we can use it now. Let's begin. We're challenging patience through withstanding the pressure of time. Relax your hands all the way down to your knees. And we begin with a series of warm-up exercises. First one is spinal flex. Keep your hands on your knees, and from here, inhale, press the spine forward, lift the chin all the way up, and then exhale, round the spine, look towards your lap. Inhaling as you come forward, lifting up, and exhaling as you roll all the way down. Think about your spine, think about the nervous system, your nervous system, all of those nerve endings running through the spinal column from the body to the brain and from the brain to the body. The Kriya today is designed to wake up and shake up and heal your nervous system. So we'll have a lot of really interesting times where we're moving rapidly and others using the breath and holding still. Lots of adventure ahead. And if you're having trouble choosing your Kriyas, remember you can always reach out to me via my website, yogavision.com, looking for a numerology consult, and I'll help you pick the perfect Kriya just for you. Last two, right here. Stay steady. And take a deep inhale now, come all the way up to center, hold. Hold the breath, squeeze root lock, squeeze anus, sex organs, navel center, and release, exhale. Good. Moving on now, next warm-up exercise, bring the bottoms of your feet together for butterfly. Here we're loosening up the inner thigh muscles. Start to flap your knees up and down. Keep the spine straight, keep the chin level with the ground. Eyes are closed. Hold all of that energy inward. 10% of our energy in the body is released through the eyes, looking around, comparing, contrasting, seeing what's ahead, noticing small details. And when we close the eyes, all of that energy becomes reserve for anything and everything that needs healing. Last few seconds right here. Inhale very deeply, hold steady, and exhale. So from here, hold yourself very steady. Inhale and release. Stay right here in this position. Softly spread your hands out in front of you and slide forward into the posture. So here, relaxing in, bending the chest forward, taking a few long deep breaths and noticing where you feel the opening and expansion. Remember, that's the theme for these two videos, is to expand. And so where do you feel yourself opening? Holding here, come back to your long deep breath, your deep yogic breathing. Feel your heart slow. Feel your thoughts slow. And last few seconds here. Inhale very deeply and exhale completely. From here, gently roll yourself all the way up to a seated position. And prepare now for the practice. We're starting in a cross-legged position, and here we're going to take some time to shake out the body. And the best way to do this is to raise your arms up above your head. And we're going to be here for a little bit of time, and the idea is to shake vigorously. Vanessa, you take it from here. So as you shake, start to notice where your body might be a little holding back and where your mind might be holding back, and then allow yourself to really take the ride. There's very powerful benefits from shaking. This idea literally shakes the body, shakes old thoughts, shakes old habits. And if for those of you who are animal lovers and who have dogs around you, you know that animals, and particularly dogs, reset themselves by shaking. And so here you have an opportunity to do just the same thing. Reset your nervous system. And when your nervous system is strong and calibrated, you have lots of options in front of you. You have a clear, calm mind from which to make firm, strong decisions. And you are able to handle just about anything that comes your way. And so that's really the goal of every Kundalini Yoga practice, is to strengthen the nervous system and to give yourself the opportunity to live your best life. I'm starting to see now, post-pandemic, that living our best life means that we gather in community, that collectively we understand that wisdom has been passed down through the ages to be used now. And that's for purpose, not just to look good. Maybe that's part of it. Not just to look good, but rather to be good in the world. And by being good, that means being clear on your right and your wrong, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and how you can make a significant contribution to the world around you. And so as you contemplate those ideas, shake it all out. Shake your shoulders, shake your fingers, shake the side of your body, shake your eyes, shake your head, shake your ears, shake your hair. Go for it. Tune in now and let yourself move. Pick up the pace, go a little faster. Excellent, yeah. Drop your hands down low, wiggle your sides. And remember, this nervous system reset requires a little bit of time, so we're here for a little bit longer. We're here to explore, we're here to adventure. And as we heal personally, as we put some of our traumas to rest, we have more capacity. And that capacity then we can share with our friends, our family. And I think this is really the gift of yoga now, is to allow us to rise up, to let go of old systems, old habits, old ways of thinking, so that we can birth ourselves new. And part of that is trusting that we're in the right place at the right time. Keep going. Last few seconds here. Start to slow down the movements. That's it. And then softly, with control, relax your hands down to your knees and notice. Notice your elevated state. Notice how quickly shaking the body works. And we're about to do a little bit more. So from here, we're going to make our way into a standing position. So here, make your way onto your knees, and then push your weight into your fingers, into your toes, and then slowly lift up into a standing position. Beautiful. Slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, so standing in the middle of your mat, taking just a look around to make sure that you are in your, in a safe place and that you've got room around you. From here, start to move your hips, shake your hips from side to side, move your arms from side to side, just give it a little wiggle. Knees are always unlocked, and moving your weight from side to side, allow it to flow. Yes, take your arms up, lift your foot, shake your foot. Good, shake each foot from side to side. Move your knees from side to side, shaking off anything that has come into your thinking thoughts, into your feeling places, and really let it go. Close your eyes and release. Awesome. Do your best here. Know that this little shake-up is going to serve you well after you step off the mat. And if you want to make shaking a regular part of your daily routine, go for it. 3 minutes a day, just before bed or just as you rise, is a really great way to reset your nervous system. Something unusual is going on, or your mood is starting to turn, shake. Notice what happens. Good, use your imagination. Maybe here you're dusting, maybe here you're catching butterflies, maybe here you're drying your fingernails. Just allow your imagination to run. And you can also imagine this as energy. What energy are you welcoming? What energy are you releasing? And make this movement, this dancing, shaking movement, all about casting that off and welcoming it in. A good reminder here that time is an illusion. And so usually when we're encountering something uncomfortable, it feels as though time is standing still. And when we're involved with something that is pleasurable, that feels good, that we're enjoying, that we've chosen, it feels like time is moving quickly. And so remember, it's all relative. Sometimes what has been set up for us in terms of our lives, what we should be accomplishing by a set date or a set age, those are arbitrary. They don't actually exist. Where it really truly exists is in your wanting and in your needing. Remember, we're here to move the system of belief that says you can't have or it must be done in a certain way. And know that you have all the freedom to mix that up and to make it your own. Keep on casting. Last few seconds here, so really give it your best. Keep up, do your best. And every day as you come back and practice this Kriya, possibly for 40 days or 90 days, 120 days, you'll notice big changes to how you process information. And every day you'll show up differently, and that's perfect. 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Few breaths here. Nice work. Make your way into a comfortable seated position. Grab whatever props and blocks you need to sit comfortably, or find a chair, or make your way down to the mat. Twisting motion now. Press your palms together above your head. Raise this above your head, and now twist from side to side. Inhale as you twist your full body to the left, and exhale as you twist your full body to the right. Inhaling, twist left. Exhale, twist right. You can keep your hands bent, elbows bent, or you can straighten them all the way up. You can also lower your hands down so that your palms are in the middle of your chest. Find a way, find a posture that works best for you, and allow your body to move with that rhythm. Remember, if it creates pain and it's uncomfortable, it really doesn't do, the process doesn't really unfold the way it needs to, because our minds are busy with what's uncomfortable. So first, reach for your comfort zone and then move from there. And then twist a little deeper, because as soon as you're safe, you can move fully. A big shout out to all of you who've been emailing and sending messages through social media, Instagram, on TikTok. Thank you so much for all of your words of encouragement, for letting me know how the practice has impacted you and how you are moving forward in your life as a result. It's so very encouraging to hear that. And good for you. Good for you for showing up for yourself. One more minute just right here. Last two on each side. Here's the last one. Good, and then gracefully bring yourself back up to center. Reach your arms and relax. So Sit for a moment, relax your hands all the way down to your knees, and just be here for a few moments. Notice the energy moving, and let's journey onwards. The next part of today's Kriya is on the hands and knees. We'll do a few different versions so that you can find which one works best for you. And then once you find it, once you see what's on offer, you can choose which variation works best. So we'll start with modification number 1. Here it is to simply from this position inhale and exhale, lower your chest towards the ground. Maybe your elbows move halfway. There we go. Inhaling as you come up and exhaling as you go down. So this is option number 1. Option number 2 is to extend your left leg all the way out behind you and keep the toes on the ground, and here push up from this position, inhaling as you come up and exhaling as you go down. Good. And option number 3, and this is the full expression as prescribed in the Kriya itself, is to lift the leg all the way up. Now, choose your option. You're moving from here. You can leave this here, your leg here, and just hold yourself in that position. Or you can lower the foot down and hold yourself in that position. Or come back to your hands and knees and simply hold. 6 variations to do this particular part of the Kriya. Looks like Vanessa's holding here, so we'll stay with it. Inhaling and exhaling. Check in with your hips, check in with your knees. Remember, you can lower at any time, take a little break, and then come right back to it. You can also decide, this is not for me today, and feel it in your heart. Close your eyes and imagine yourself doing it perfectly. We're almost there. Last few seconds. Remember, as soon as you hold, we start to pressurize the nervous system to come back to its full health. Last 2, last 1, and release. Bring the knee back down, relax, shift the hips from side to side, pick up your wrists, give them a little turn. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable now so that you know what's coming next. We're going to work on the opposite side. So do what is required for your body in order to welcome the next part of the practice. Extend the opposite leg, so you can stay right here. You can stay right here with the toes on the ground. Sorry, my mistake. Vanessa, you were doing great. I didn't hear your cues. So you can stay right here, and that is to leave both knees down and hold. You can extend the opposite foot out, keep the toe of the ground, hold. Or you can lift the leg up and hold. In any of those postures, you can also bend the elbows and come up and come down. So again, remember, your choice. If you have the will to go up and down, do it. If you have the will to extend your leg behind you, do it. If you want to drop your foot, go ahead. All of those options are perfectly reasonable, amazing, safe modifications for what the full extension is asking for. Just about halfway there. Your practice requires patience. Our lives require patience. And so as you hold here, as you wait for the signal, time is up, know that that's the quality and characteristic, the caliber of you, able to sit with a little bit of discomfort in order to achieve a bigger impact. Inhale here, softly lower the leg, and relax. You can hold here, stay in this position, let your body reset, and then softly come into child's pose just for a moment to catch your breath, to relax, to release, to reset. Bowing in reverence to the Mother Earth, to our matrilineal lines, to our ancestry, to our personal and individual history. For a moment, calling all of that forward. Remember, time moves like this. It depends on how you think about it. From here, release, come all the way back. Come onto rock pose, onto your knees and onto your heels. Slowly walking yourself up. We're making our moves into a posture for a deep back bend. And so here, if you have some blocks, those might come in handy. This is an option, is to use your blocks. We're moving into a posture called camel pose. So from here, in rock pose, come onto your knees. And again, you may want to comfort your knees if you find them to be a little sensitive right now. A few different ways to move into this posture. One is to use blocks and to simply lean back. Shine your heart forward, lift the chin up, and put a little bit of your weight into those blocks. This is option number one. Option number two is to, if you don't have blocks or you find this not as comfortable as you would like it to be, you can release the blocks or find the second modification. And that is to place your hands behind your hips. If you were wearing jeans, you could put this into your hands into your back pockets. That's where you want to be. Open the chest slightly, lift the chin slightly. Remember, no straining, just giving yourself a chance to open the heart space. Look up, close your eyes, breathe deeply. Relax your eyes, relax your throat and your shoulders. And then give yourself permission to come in and out of the posture as you need. So if you find there's too much tension here and you'd like to relieve that, feel free. And then come back. Last few seconds. You're doing great. Inhale from here and exhale. Slowly bring your chin forward. We're going to come out very safely, very controlled. Relax your arms down and then give yourself a moment to stay right here. Notice the sensation. Notice reframing of thoughts. And notice that it's done. So we're moving on now. From here, bring yourself all the way down onto your back so you can come into a seated position, swing your legs around, and then come all the way down onto your back. Bringing your knees to your chest and wrap your arms around your knees. Give yourself a little hug here. Congratulations, you're almost through this particular Kriya. So coming to lie on your back with your knees bent. From here, lift your buttocks slightly and bring your hands underneath your buttocks. So you have a little bit of extra support here. And then here's option number one. We're going to be extending the legs. So option number one is to, from this position, feet on the floor, bending the knees, bring the knees towards the chest. Inhale, knees towards the chest. And then exhale, bring the feet all the way back down towards the ground. So here's option number 1. Inhale, knees to chest, and then exhaling as you bring your feet all the way down. You can see it takes a little bit of trust to know that your feet will land and that you'll find your safe landing as you do that. Here's option number 2. So if you'd like a little bit more challenge, your body is ready for that today. Bring your knees towards the chest. Good, and now this is your starting position. Inhale here, and exhale as you extend the legs out to a 60-degree angle. So creating some length with your legs, straighten the legs all the way out, a lot more pressure on the abdominal area, and then exhale, bring it all back in. So you choose your option now. One more time, just like this, so you can see what it looks like. Inhale as you extend, and exhale as you bring everything back in. So that's option number 2. Start where you need to, and then continue on. So let's begin now with the timing. Choose your option and begin. Knees to the chest, and extend the legs out or down. Here we're working on the circulation of the digestive organs. Digestion is really like a second brain. Our stomachs are our second brain. That's usually where we get our intuitive hits, our instinctual reactions to things usually comes in the belly. And how we digest food also is an indicator of that those healthy vital organs. So what we're doing right now is pressurizing all of those organs so that they work at optimal. We can start to flow the nervous system, and then we need the second brain to come on board with that as well. So remember, inhaling as you extend and exhaling as you come back to your original position. Releasing tension as you do this. So oftentimes as we keep our seated positions or we hold a lot of stress, it happens here in the belly, and this particular movement starts to release that. The gift from yoga to all of us is to use the body temple in order to move into the mind. And so having a good solid practice in using your body to the best of its ability is a way to move into the nerves and to move into the mind, move into the emotions, and all of that translates to a stronger spiritual sense, a stronger sense of belonging, a stronger sense of knowing what's next and how to accomplish that. A few more repetitions right here. You're doing great. Remember, take breaks when you need to, and then come back to it best you can. We have one more exercise after this, and then a meditation, and then we conclude our practice. Last 2. And last 1. Extend and relax. Bring the knees to the chest to give your knees a little hug here. Bring all that pressure in. Excellent work. Turn to your side now. We're completing this Kriya with one last movement. Coming over to your side, pausing for a moment, and then make your way all the way back up. Extend the legs all the way out in front, coming into a forward fold. So from here, hands go one over the other, so left over right at the center of your chest. And then softly, gracefully, bow forward. Bowing in reverence to you as a spiritual being, to all that you've experienced in this particular lifetime, to all that you're healing, and to all that you can manifest from this place of consciousness. And a reminder right here that you don't have to do it alone. There is an amazing way to connect with other yogis who are taking their practice to the next level. And that might be you as well. We're gathering together for Kundalini Yoga teacher training. What a powerful way to take the practice that you love and that has helped with all of your healing, and then take those practices on so that you can help others, your friends, your family, your community, your country, the world benefits from this type of practice. And so as you bow forward, listen to the call, because Kundalini Yoga called you. And the next place that you can move is to become a teacher. I know it sounds a little bit out there. And that's something that I said too. Really? Truly? Me? Yeah, you. Check the links down below in the description box, or you can hit the link on the screen. Happy to have a chat with you, a discovery call, to find out how this could work perfectly well for you. Use the time that is ahead of you in your life to make a mark. Take a deep inhale here and exhale. Softly bring yourself up to a tall, straight spine. Relax your hands down, pause for a moment. Be in the energy you've created, a buffer of time. Challenge the notion of time and sit with patience, because it's all unfolding exactly as it needs to be. Relax out of this position, and then we will begin the meditation. The meditation for today's practice is called the meditation on receptivity. So to be open, to be in receiving mode. And that means, yogis, we need to ask. So in your mind right now, think about what it is that you'd like to bring in. What would you like to experience as you throw off the pressure of time, as you move more fully and completely into a trusting state? What does that look like for you? What would you welcome? What would you know is yours completely? And with this intention, let's begin. Raise the arms up, hover them just above your knees. Keep the palms open, slightly cupping your fingers, and then turn your hands so that they are just hovering over your knees. So a little bit of a diagonal. That's it, perfect. So here, imagine all the good flowing into the palms of your hands. So slightly cupped, eyes are closed, focus in between the eyebrows and slightly above. And here we add a mantra, Long Sat, Short Nam. I'll do a few rounds for you, and then feel free then to continue on at your own pace, and I'll join you at the end. Inhale, exhale, and let's begin. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Go at your own pace now. Find your voice. Find your way of bringing in this mantra into your cellular experience. Feel it vibrating. And as you call in the truth, know that everything that flows from here is for your highest good. Relax and receive. Last few rounds, I'll chant them with you. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Inhale very deeply. Squeeze your hands into fists. Lock in all that you've received in this meditation. And softly release. Release your hands and then press your palms together at the center of your chest. We close our practice with a long Sat, short Nam. Inhale very deeply. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Please ground yourself, bring your forehead and your palms to the ground, closing off the energy of today's practice. Powerful yogis, withstanding the tests of time, valuing your patience, and waiting, trusting for the right moments to arrive. All the power to you. My name is Salima, yoga therapist. See you next time.